Hi everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release crochet tutorials and free patterns. And today I'm bringing to you this beautiful little dainty hair bow. It's so pretty, it's so delicate. I love that it also looks really preppy. Perfect for back to school. I did sew on a slide so you can wear it as a hair slide. So it's a really cute and easy project. So as always, the free pattern is available on my blog selinaveronique.com. The link will be in the description box. And so for this project I used this beautiful yarn. So this is an Aran weight yarn. It's 100% acrylic and it's this lovely pink shade. I will be linking this yarn in the description box and I will be linking all of the materials, so don't worry. And I also used a 5mm crochet hook, a tapestry needle, a pair of scissors. I also used this darning needle and thread, and of course you will need a little slide to fasten onto the back of the project. I bought this on Amazon and I will be linking like I said, I will be linking all of the materials in the description box, so don't worry. I will be speaking in US terms with British terms in brackets. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and without further ado I'm just going to jump into the tutorial. Okay, so to begin this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this part. Okay, so to begin you will be making a slip knot, so just go ahead and make a slip knot. Pop your hook through and once you've made your slip knot and popped your hook through, just chain 101. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've chained less, but the principle is the exact same. So once you've done your 101 chains, you will be counting 1, 2 and 3 chains from the hook and placing a half double crochet into that chain. So to half double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the chain, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 3 loops. And now go into the next chain and do the same. Place a half double crochet into each and every chain across until you reach the end of the chain, and then I'll show you row 2. Okay, so this is row 1. So for row 2, chain 2, 1 and 2. Turn your work, and this first chain 2 counts as a half double crochet and goes with this stitch. And now just place a half double crochet into each and every stitch across until you reach the end of this row, and then I'll show you what to do at the end of the row. Okay, so I've almost finished row 2. So to finish row 2, place a half double crochet inside the chain 2 from the previous row, and this is what we have. And now row 3 is very simple. It's just a repeat of row 2, so I'm just going to let you do this. Don't forget to place your last half double crochet into the chain 2 from the previous row, and once you've finished your 3 rows I'll get back to you. So I've done my 3 rows and I placed my last half double crochet here, and so to finish off this part I will be so this was my last half double crochet, and I am going to be pulling the yarn through the last loop to close this off, and this is what we have for now. So a long ribbon, just fastening your loose ends, and then I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, so once we have our long ribbon, I will be showing you how to create the shape. So as you can see, I folded it over like this, and then I'm folding it over again like so. So very simple. I'm going to try and have both sides equal, if that makes sense, and I am creating a bit of a loop here, if that makes sense, so that they're not folded straight across, but it creates a little loop, but not too much. What I am going to be doing is putting a little stitch into the middle part just to secure it before we sew the rest in. So yes, once I'm happy with the shape, I'm going to try and have a nice shape. I don't want these to be too far spread either. So this is what we have. I'm going to place a little stitch, like I said, to secure the center, like so. So I'm just going to go in very gently and very slightly, making sure I'm stitching in the 4 sides, like so. There we go. And this isn't really an important stitch to secure, it's just to have a little bit of direction as we are finishing off the project. Okay, so for the next stage of this project, we are going to be creating the center. And so for this part, I've gone around with my yarn. I hope you can see it was just easier to do it off camera. And I've created a knot. I've just looped the yarn around this part like so. And now we are going to be taking our yarn and going around a few times. So we don't want to be tightening this up too much, but we do want to give it a nice shape. So I don't know how many times I've gone around, probably around 10 times. I'm gonna go off camera now and finish this, and then I'll let you know how many times I've gone around. So I've gone around about 20 times. This is just an approximative number. You can just play it by ear. I'm turning this over just to finish off this part. I am going to be tying this like that. I hope you can see. And yes, so as soon as you're happy with the result, just fasten off. And then what I am going to be doing is securing my loose ends at the back of the project. So I'm just going to tie this in like that. And I am going to be tying the beginning, the loop, the yarn, the loose end from the beginning. And now once I've popped these at the back, I'm simply going to create a knot. So I hope this makes sense. Just create a knot and now fasten in all of these loose ends. Just fasten these in at the back. It will be easier. And then once you've done that, I'll get back to you. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to sew the slide in. So this is the little slide I bought from Amazon. I'll be linking it in the description box. And I've turned my project on the other side. This is the front. So I've turned it so the back is facing us. I absolutely adore this project. I'm going to start sewing, so I've popped my darning thread on my darning needle, and I'm going to sew the first side in, and I'm going to do this very delicately because I just want this to look pretty and nice. and seamless, and I'm just going to be sewing the slide onto the back. So I'm going to try and not touch the front with my darning needle. I've placed this at the center, and just go ahead and sew this in, and sew it in quite well. I'm going to carry on off camera. I'm going to repeat the process on both sides of the slide. You can turn this around just to make sure the front looks good as you go along, of course. So just go ahead and do this, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I finished this part, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I did fasten off and tie a knot at the end, so this is what we have. I love it. It's perfect. So this is what it looks like. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.